Welcome back to the Geek Gospel. We are live for the Superman full trailer reaction. We finally get to see what this movie is all about, and we are literally 2 months away. So I am so excited. Let's get right into it. Let's go. Woo! All right, here we go.
Are you being serious right now?
Yeah.
You'd let me interview you as Superman.
Sure.
This is so good already.
Ready?
Let's do it, Cronkite.
Superman.
Miss Lane.
Recently, you've come under a lot of fire for what some might.
A lot of fire.
It's a lot.
Even the voice is perfect.
Today, the Secretary of Defense said he was going to look into your actions. That's funny?
My actions? I stopped a war.
Maybe.
Not maybe. I did.
In effect, you illegally entered a country.
This is how you're gonna be?
I'm not the one being interviewed, Superman. Did you consult with the president?
No.
You seemingly acting as a representative of
I
the
wasn't
United States
representing
will cause
anybody
more
except for me.
problems around the world.
And doing good.
Wow, complicated
I
helping
would
people.
question myself in the same situation and consider the consequences.
Is this
People were going to
Bavarian-
die.
Oh.
Hey, buddy. Eyes up here.
Getting chills. Wow. This is incredible. Whoa. The engineer looks
Your
awesome.
choices, your actions. That's what makes you who you
Podcast.
are.
The color looks
Man.
so good.
He's not a man. He's an it.
Oh, so he's in there with Metamorpho.
Somehow become the focal point of the entire world's conversation. I will not accept that.
I cleaned your boots. I'll go get them for you.
Okay. He's alive. Great to hear. Wow.
You have a dog?
July 11th. Wow. That was incredible. We didn't get an actual, what is this movie going to be about per se, but we do see it opening up right away with Lois being like, okay, let me interview, let me show you how hard they're going to ask these questions, and asking, did you get permission from the president to go and stop this war? And him getting upset and frustrated because if he has the power to do something, why wouldn't he go and do it? And that is a fascinating way into Superman, is that he has the power to stop wars, but people are going to judge him for not being, under, like the Sokovia Accords, like not being controlled by a government, by getting the okay to do so before going and doing it. And that is the interesting part about this. I also love the dynamic right away. So Lois knows Clark is Superman and is pretty much his champion and showing him like they're going to ask these hard questions and you can't lose yourself and get frustrated because you are Superman. And then, we see Rick Flag Sr., who we're going to see in Peacemaker this summer. We see this war that he's going to stop, but man, this looks incredible. The color looks great. Him getting frustrated, him getting really upset, which I love because you never really see Superman lose his cool. He's always very level-headed, but I love that he's still in this infancy of finding himself in the world that we live in now, which is full of superheroes, some of which who we saw Green Lantern, Hawkgirl, Mr. Terrific, look like they do answer to some kind of agency. Whereas Superman lives outside of that. Superman thinks that if he has the power to do so, exactly, he's finding himself. He's still finding himself. This is still the younger Superman who's trying to understand, is he able to go into a country and save it? I don't know. Are we going to see Batman? Do you think we'll see Batman in this movie? I definitely hope so. They have to have Batman casted by now. But I love that dynamic. And then, Shelton, you're right. Eventually, once he does understand, he does have this responsibility, but like he might need to answer to other people because he is the most powerful person in the world and he does need to be checked somewhat. He's going to have this person, Batman, who is the antithesis of that. And so he's going to be like, why can Batman go in there and do his thing when I have to answer to someone else? Anthony, you want to play Superman in a live action movie? Man, I hope you get the chance still. Never say never. I don't know how old you are. Maybe you could be a Kingdom Come Superman. You're never too old to play Superman, I say. But man, this looks incredible. I love the color grading. We've seen this before. We've seen this guy. It's like the Bavarian something. Do you guys know this guy? Oh, 22. Perfect. You got time to play Superman, brother. That's perfect. All right. So we see this. And I love David Cornsweet. And if you guys paid attention, his voice is fantastic. We finally get to see the engineer. Do you guys see this? The engineer and Shelton, what villain would you have played? Or what would you play? What villain? The engineer? I think the engineer is a man in the comics, if I'm correct. I think they gender swapped it. But did you guys like the costume? The way that it looked like what's it called? Like Tony Stark's suit. Like oh man, I can't think of the name right now. Help me out, guys. Oh, Riddler, Justin Hammer. I want to see Justin Hammer back. That's what I want to see. I love Crypto attacking Engineer, protecting the fortress. And it seems like Lex gets into the fortress. So we're seeing a lot of stuff, but we still don't quite know like the story. I'm very interested in the story. I thought we were going to get a little bit more. And then this relationship clearly is everything to the movie. Lois and Clark, Lois and Superman. And I love Pa Kent speaking here. If you guys remember with Man of Steel, with the trailer, we got Pa Kent talking in the trailer. It was like a huge trailer. One was Pa Kent talking and one was Jor-El talking. And it was really cool. So I'm glad we're getting some of like the father's wisdom in the movie. And then Mr. Terrific looks fantastic. And then we see Lex, and Lex just right away hates Superman. And we know Lex and Superman, they don't get along. But I love what he's doing with Lex is great. He's saying Superman, he's not even a man. This guy is extremely jealous. If you guys caught that, extremely jealous of Superman. And that is the best part about Lex is like, there's no real reason to hate Superman, only that you aren't Superman and you never will measure up to what Superman is and what he symbolizes for the people. And then a little bit, it reminds me of another bald character in Kingpin, where he wants to be beloved like Daredevil. He wants to be revered. And if he can't be, he's going to turn people against Daredevil. Lex is going to turn people against Superman because he's jealous, because he doesn't have that view from the public. And he craves that. And he's pissed because Superman isn't even a man. So I love that about Lex. And then we get a little bit more fight context in this Coliseum, which I really like. So one, we finally get to see Ma Kent, which I love. I love him seeing or having fun with Jimmy Olsen. That was really cool. If you guys have seen Superman and Lois on CW, you know what I'm talking about. If you haven't, Superman and Lois does it perfectly, where he is so wrapped up in Superman that he doesn't have time for friends, and he misses out on an opportunity to be best friends with Jimmy Olsen. And it seems like in this movie, he really has this like best friend quality with Jimmy, like goofing off. Like you can see it right here. I think it's fantastic. Oh, okay. Awesome. Anthony, you're 22. I love it. You have time to play Superman. Or you could be Jimmy Olsen. There's nothing wrong with Jimmy. Every Superman needs a Jimmy Olsen. I'm telling you, you need a best friend, and Superman needs someone that grounds him. He already has Krypto, which we've seen a ton of in the promotion, and having someone, be like, oh, like the dog messed up my room. That is very human. And I love that they're using Krypto, I'm pointing at my dog right now, as a way into Superman's humanity. But on top of that, using Jimmy Olsen, his best friend, as also a way into Superman's humanity is a great way to humanize Superman. So I love that. Then we see Lex. I think he is face to face with Superman. No fear in his eyes, just hate and some envy. And then we see the iconic shot of Superman and Lois flying in this area. I think I saw that this was actually an airport that they filmed in, a famous airport. But this is just iconic. And this is constantly reminding us that this relationship is the focal point of this movie, and it should be. The duo of Superman and Lois is the best like male-female love interest duo in comic books history. Arguably, for me, Spider-Man, Mary Jane Watson is 100% up there, but this is what started it all. And I'm so happy that this is the focal point of the movie. And then we get people who looking up, and then we get the iconic, and this thing is bright. This thing gives you hope. It gives you nostalgia. It reminds you of Christopher Reeves. It reminds you of a time before, but it also gives you what's to come. And I love this symbol, and I love how it's giving you this hope. And then at the end, we get the humanization. We get the humanization of Krypto on the tummy of Superman. I lay with my dog Curry, Steph Curry. Come back soon, please. I get this all the time with him. And I love, if you have a dog, you understand, like, this is what it's all about. You saw Superman the movie in 1978, but you're 22? You're messing with me, Anthony. Superman the movie in 1978, there would be no other superhero movies without that movie. That's what started it all. That's what got A-list actors in it. If Marlon Brando didn't say, I want to be in Superman, there would never be, Anthony Hopkins, Robert Redford, Robert Downey. I mean, the list goes on and on. But Superman the movie, it started everything we love about superhero movies. And so I'm not comparing this to that movie. You can't, because that movie will live in infamy. But hopefully you can come into this movie with a clear mind and ready to have a good time. This movie looks like a good time. And that is what I want from this movie. It doesn't mean it has to be jokey or hokey or anything like that, but I want to have fun. I want to have heart, and I want to come out of this with a full meal. I came out of Thunderbolts with a full meal. Even the end credit scenes, that's part of my full meal. So that is it for the Superman full trailer reaction. We are so close to this movie. I cannot wait to talk about it with you guys. I hope this movie is what it looks to be. Only time will tell. Have faith in James Gunn. Go into this with an open mind and open heart so that we are happily surprised, and just look up. All right, guys. Thanks for joining me. Shelton, Anthony, you guys are awesome. Stay tuned. We got more stuff in mind. We're going to jump on Friday, talk about some news. I hope you guys can join us. Check out this trailer if you haven't, and we'll talk next time. Thanks, you guys. Take care.